Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the co-founder of Sprint Law. We're an online-based law firm for startups and small businesses, and what we do is we make legal services really easy and accessible for entrepreneurs looking to get started. So Sprint Law launched in 2017, so we've been around for about 3 years, and we've grown quite quickly. So currently we have about 15 staff, and just late last year we raised our first round of capital, which was a little bit over $1 million. And over the next 1 to 2 years, we're going to be looking to expand around Australia and overseas. So somebody told me, and I don't remember who it was, but quite early on in my business journey, they said they were talking about another entrepreneur who'd raised capital, and they said something like, this entrepreneur's sort of really impressive because they're speaking with investors 2 years before they even need a round. And so when the round comes around, they will have had all these relationships for a long period of time, these people that know about the business that have been following them, and it becomes a lot easier at that time. And for me, hearing that story, the penny sort of dropped about how crazy it would be to sort of just show up a month before you need cash, meet someone for the first time and ask them for a whole bunch of money when they don't know anything about you. I knew before we went into the process it was important that we have a very long lead up period from when we actually needed the cash to when we started meeting people, but B, that there was value probably in just meeting anyone and everybody, whether or not they might invest or might know someone that might invest or might invest 3 years down the track. Building that investment network myself I thought was quite important. And even knowing that though, I will say, we allowed maybe 8 months for our first raise, and it felt like not enough time. It felt like some of the people I was meeting, I didn't have enough time to build a proper relationship with them. So I think that's probably one of the biggest truisms, is like building a network from early on is critical, and the earlier you can start, the better. Having meetings with people where there's no agenda and you're just actually looking to learn about what they invest in and they're looking to learn about what you do is great, because it takes the pressure off there being some sort of motive for why you're meeting up. Again, people become familiar with your business, and so when the time comes, you can send them your pitch deck and it's not kind of weird to do so. So I definitely think it was critical, and definitely we would not have been able to raise either of the sort of 2 rounds that we've done without having these networks. Nearly everyone that invested came from a network that we had before we decided to start the raise. You have to start to think, well, why are we doing this? What's the purpose of doing this? Do we need to do this? And the answer is we reached for obviously yes, and we went out and raised. But in thinking in that way and understanding what investment does for your business, which is it gives you additional capital to invest in X things that you might want to invest in with the goal of a longer term return, understanding that's why we were getting money, again, really helped us know what we're going to go ask for when we go speak to investors and work out exactly what we needed. It's important to calculate the dollars that you need with at least some methodology. I mean, the future's uncertain, you never know what's going to happen, but if you're raising capital and selling a stake of your business, if you equity raise, or even if you're doing a debt raise or any other form of raise, you shouldn't be taking more money than you need, because you'll be giving up control when you don't need to, and you should be taking money that you're going to spend frugally, not just having excess money that you're going to now start taking cabs everywhere and develop bad spending habits. Again, that's not a way to build a sustainable business, and even more than that, you're probably not even going to get through the investment process, because any savvy investor is going to ask you, what are you using my money for? Why do you need it? And what's your spending plan? And if you haven't thought through those questions, you'd either have to trick a very gullible person, or you're probably not going to be able to raise. Thinking about that early on and is just a good tool for building a good business, because if you get too lost in the creativity of a business and forget about the financials, you could have a business that seems really great but doesn't actually work as a business. It's just a cool concept.